Hello, and welcome to another episode of my show, Popcorn King. This must be something like episode 12. I don't know, I'm not very good at counting. But I've seen a bunch of movies recently, actually, too many movies and series to even go into one episode, so I'm going to have to get another episode out super quick. I try and do one a week, but sometimes it's Easter, and you've got to eat chocolate, and you don't have enough time with all the chewing of the chocolate. You don't have enough time to set up your equipment and record these reviews. But I love doing these reviews and I love doing them for you, so I'm going to do some more. Firstly, I am doing a review of a movie that I saw at a cinema, and the movie's called Minecraft. Minecraft is a new Jack Black film starring Jack Black. It's called a Minecraft movie, I believe is what it's called. And it is it's based on the video game, which I've never played. My brothers and sisters played it a lot. It's also starring Jason Momoa and a bunch of other actors that I don't really know. And so yeah, I've got a couple of thoughts about this film. I'll just read the synopsis in case you don't know it, but I'm going to read it. So, four misfits are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into a bizarre, cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world while embarking on a quest with an unexpected expert crafter. Sorry, I thought it said character. That must be the Jack Black character. So, what did I think of this film? I've never played the game. Like I said, never ever played it. I think my brothers and sisters have played it, or at least they played some other similar games to this. Is Roblox, is that a game that's similar to Minecraft? I really don't know. These look like games where you sort of walk around a lot, and I used to call them walking games. So you just sort of walk around and kind of do whatever you want. There's no... Is there any real objectives in the game? I really don't know. But yeah, I guess because I didn't play the game, I didn't get any of the references at all. Like, this was all in jokes, I believe, because everyone was like having a good time laughing in my cinema, but I didn't get it at all. This film was definitely not made for me. It didn't seem like a good film, if you know what I mean. And I can only really judge films on how I sort of perceiving them, and it just didn't. It seemed like really cheap sort of fart jokes, and I love a good fart joke, but like South Park does fart jokes really cleverly, you know. But yeah, this was just. It just really felt like unimaginative script writing, which is strange for a game which is all about your own imagination, like building whatever you need to build. But yeah, just the jokes did not land at all for me. I really didn't find it funny. Perhaps I would find it funny if I knew the references. Like, maybe these are like deep cut jokes that are like referencing something super specific, and it's really funny for the people who know. And that's great. Like, I love that for the people in the audience who are laughing. I'm so happy they were having a great time. A high tide lifts all boats. I want films, even that I don't like, to do really, really well, because then studios will make more money and they'll be able to make more films, and then more people will enjoy the cinema going experience, and they'll go to the cinema more often, and then other films will make more money as well. So I'm so happy that this film is making a lot of money, which it is. I just didn't find it very intelligent at all. I thought it was the sort of base level, basic in terms of comedy. And not just because it's a kids' film. Like, I think kids' films can be amazing. The Lego Movie was wonderful. And that was obviously a kids' film based on a toy that, I guess it's like the real life Minecraft, right? Real life blocks that you can build stuff on. And that was great. Such a great premise in the film. Really, really clever, really, really interesting, lovable, big heart sort of storylines. This, again, just felt silly. It was not hitting it for me at all. I was not enjoying the experience for myself, but I'm really happy other people did. The one thing I will say is I always enjoy Jack Black singing. He's just he's just silly, right? But he's also a fucking great singer at the same time. But he's so silly and so charismatic when he sings. He's so big and bombastic and giving 110%. And the energy that he brings, especially when it comes to songs, is so enticing, right? It really pulls you in. Like it's so endearing to see this. I mean, he's even old now. He's not even. He's a little bit overweight. He's chubby, and he's old. He's got a big grey beard, but he's like the most youthful, energetic person you'll ever meet. Like he just exudes youthful energy. It's so fun to watch him just be Jack Black, singing these songs, bouncing around with really, really an extremely dexterous voice. Like his voice can do so many things when he sings, and it's a very Jack Black style of singing as well. But he's also got a very sort of rock sort of sound to his voice, and it just sounds engaging. It's so engaging whenever he sings and whenever he dances around, and it makes you feel like fuck. If you know, look at him. He looks like he looks like he almost looks like Santa. Like he looks like a mess, overweight, doesn't eat well, but he's just so vibrant and youthful. It makes you think, wow, if he can do it, anybody can. Like it just takes sort of confidence and the ability to love yourself. He's and in that, in him doing that kind of performance so well, it makes him look incredibly beautiful, like a real beautiful human being. You look at him and you don't think, oh, sort of chubby loser. You look at him and think, I want to be like him. He's so cool. He's just so fun, and he's got so much love for life, it seems like, whenever he sings. So really, really, really love watching him sing those silly songs. Those were the moments in the movie where I was engaged. Anytime Jack Black was on screen, really, I was just like, this is a Jack Black vehicle, and I'm so happy he was in this film. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. Really, really, in my opinion, unintelligent, basic level film that I did not enjoy, with just great Jack Blackness about it. So I want to know what you thought about it. Let me know in the comments below. That's the most important thing. And then I will probably just never watch that film again. So on to the next movie that I saw. This is an Academy Award winning film. Finally came out in the UK a few weeks ago. And it is called Flow. Flow is the animated film. It won the Oscar for Best Animation for last year. So it is about. I'm going to read the synopsis because it's kind of a bizarre film, I guess. So, cat. It's about a cat. So, cat is a solitary animal, but as its home is devastated by great floods, he finds refuge on a boat populated by various species, and will have to team up with them despite their differences. So, this film. I really enjoyed this film, I have to say. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, because there were some great animated films that came out last year that so could have easily won the Oscar. You know, Inside Out 2, for example. Such a wonderful film. The robot one. Great film. And Flow is a bizarre film. It's got a very peculiar vibe. I don't know if you've ever seen The Moomins. So The Moomins is a cartoon show from like Iceland or Norway or something. One of those Scandinavian countries where everyone's sort of magical. And The Moomins... my mum always used to make me watch The Moomins as a kid, and it had a real kind of bizarre vibe, sort of eerie almost, a little bit just off kilter, almost like somewhere between European animation and then like anime, you know, somewhere between that where you're like, what is happening? I feel a bit strange watching this. It's making me feel peculiar. Feel like the people making it could have been on drugs, that kind of vibe. I get a similar feeling from this. I mean, the animation, firstly, it's a real intoxicating film because there's no dialogue in it whatsoever. It's just following Cat. Its name is Cat, I believe. It's this cat just running around the wilderness, and these odd giant floods keep coming into this forest, and the cat has to go on a boat and stuff, and it's just watching this cat live its life, I guess, after the Armageddon or whatever, after the apocalypse of some sort, and it's just like a strange vibe. These fishes look a bit odd when there's fish in the water. Are they aliens? There's something going on, and it never really explains it to you, and it doesn't really need to, because cats obviously are inherently very curious, and us as like a viewer, we're just sort of curiously looking around this world, but never properly getting answers. The music is great. They're using free animation software, and like I say, it's just an eerie vibe. It's kind of strange, kind of interesting, and then before you know it, you're just gripped to the screen. It's really, really, really good. This cat is like the real perfect animal to follow, because the cat doesn't really do much for other people or other animals, other characters. Cats are, inherently quite selfish animals, I believe. And yeah, this cat at any opportunity will go off on its own. Like, it doesn't want to be around other people or other characters, but it does kind of learn to live in harmony and in some sense be able to help these other characters. And it's just a really, really intoxicating film. I know I've used that word a couple of times already, but it's intoxicating. I felt almost like I was a bit kind of high when I was watching it. I was like, oh, this is bizarre. And then when it finished, I really just felt like I was on a high. I was just like, what a wonderful experience. What a strange experience. It's almost like, it wasn't like watching a movie. It was almost like going to see some other form of art, like going to see an orchestral performance. It just felt not the normal thing that I normally do. I came out of the cinema feeling like that was an unusual experience. I really, really, really liked that. And yeah, I really recommend this film. Hey, it won the Oscar. Would it be my choice to win the Oscar? I'm not sure, but I have to say, I had a great time. So let me know what you thought. Tell me if you thought it was peculiar, if it was a strange vibe, if you liked the animation, if you liked the music, the non-dialogue, the sort of storyline of this sort of Noah's Ark type vibe. But just, yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Anyway, on to the next thing I watched, which I'm a week off because it's already the second week. And so the second episode of this new series is already out, but I'm going to do last week's episode, and I'll hopefully get this week's episode out very quickly. But last week's episode of The Last of Us Season 2. I loved the first season of The Last of Us. I thought it was excellent. It was just some of the best TV of the year when that came out. And this season is set 5 years after the events in the first season. So spoiler alert, spoiler if you haven't seen the first season, or if you haven't even seen season 2 episode 1 of Last of Us. So the end of the last season ended with Ellie found the Fireflies, and they were going to. She thought she was basically going to have this operation to save the world, and it ended up being the case that they were going to have to kill Ellie to do this, and Joel was not going to let that happen. So Joel, like the Joel he is, just kills everyone. And then Last of Us Season 2, it actually starts off directly after that. So maybe a day after that or something, with Abby. So Abby's a new character being introduced, and she's obviously a relative of somebody in the Fireflies, and she's there by all the graves of the Fireflies who got killed by Joel. And she looks pissed, and she's like, we're going to have to find this man who's apparently handsome and apparently got a little scar on his face, some facial hair, in his like 50s, and we're gonna have to find him and kill him. And then it's 5 years later. So what a great way to start off season 2, just introducing us right away to a brand new character and letting us know that the hero that we followed throughout the whole of season 1, his actions have consequences to people who don't necessarily deserve those consequences. You know, this family of the Fireflies, they did not deserve to have all of their friends killed brutally. And there's a great quote by the maker of this series, which is, whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, whether you're a hero or a villain, depends completely on where you're standing. And in Abby's case, Joel is the villain, the complete villain of her storyline. And wow, great, because he was the hero of our storyline, and then we start off season 2 and he's the villain of their storyline. So anyway, we go 5 years later and we see Ellie. She's a bit older. She's really, really pissed off at Joel for some reason. She's not speaking to him. Joel has his place in the community, in that Salt Lake City community with his brother. His brother's had his kid. And yeah, it's just sort of showing you life. It's sort of like reintroducing us to the show, just showing us life, what it looks like there. They go off hunting, and it's just, first of all, Ellie's fucking annoying in this episode. She's just angry at Joel for absolutely, I mean, it seems like absolutely no reason. My guess is maybe she's never quite trusted about what happened when they went to see the Fireflies, because he kind of promised her that nothing happened. It just didn't work. That's what he said. I guess my hunch is she's pissed off because she doesn't believe that, and she thinks Joel killed them all. And I guess in her mind, she's like, you took the opportunity away from me to save everyone. Even if they were going to kill me, I would have died for a really great cause, and you took that away from me. I guess that's why she must be angry, or some other reason that they haven't told us yet. But yeah, I guess just teenagers are annoying because she's very infuriating to watch in this. She's reckless. When she's got this new friend who I guess she kind of fancies. The friend is played by Isabella Merced, great actress playing Dina. So yeah, Ellie and Dina go off, and Ellie's immune to the zombie bites, right? She's the only one immune. No one knows that. Only her and Joel, and Joel's brother. And Ellie is so reckless, but she must understand that her recklessness is fine for her, because yeah, when she gets bitten, it's fine. But she's bringing her friend, or someone that she obviously cares about a lot, into insanely dangerous situations, like going into this building on their own with their knives, going to kill these zombies, hand-on-hand combat. And it's like Ellie, you experienced this in the first season, like your first sort of love, the girl that you love, she got bitten and turned into a zombie. Like, you've experienced this countless times of people you love turning into zombies. And you just have not learned at all from those mistakes. So it's so frustrating to watch her be like this the whole time, just not taking orders, being like, it's okay, don't worry, I'm going to go into this. We're just going to go kill a zombie. We're just going to and everyone's like, stop, please stop. We got to go back. We got to go report this. And she's like, okay, yeah, we'll go report it. I'm just going to nip into this very dangerous building with my best friend who I care about a lot, and it's not dangerous for me at all because I can't get turned into a zombie, but my best friend who I care about a lot, it's incredibly dangerous for her, but I'm still going to flippantly do it and put her life at incredible risk. That's really frustrating. Like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't even take that much. Sometimes you've really got to step away from a situation to see how it affects everyone. I feel like this situation, Ellie doesn't need to step away from this situation that much to understand this, because she's experienced this plenty of times. So I find that really frustrating. However, great plot device, because we got to find out about the smart zombies, these zombies that can hide and try and trick you into attack. Don't really know how that works with mushrooms. I get mushrooms are, I hate mushrooms. Mushrooms are disgusting. I guess mushrooms can just be very clever. But my favourite scene of the episode was the dance hall. Was it New Year's Eve? I feel like it's New Year's Eve or something. But throughout the dance hall, Ellie is dancing with Dina, and they kiss. And they're meant to be friends. I didn't even know Dina was a lesbian, but they decide to kiss. I guess Dina's just having fun and exploring her sexuality. Ellie looks surprised, but as if her dreams are coming true, because I guess she's had a big crush on Dina for a while. And they're kissing, and then this man stops them and says, "Hey, this is a family event," because it's a whole dance where everyone's dancing around. You can see everyone can see you. You can see everyone else. It's not a private moment to kiss, have your first kiss with someone. And he's like, "This is a family event," and Dina's like, "Sorry," and the guy keeps looking at them, and Dina's like, "Sorry," yeah. And then they like Dina and Ellie look at each other like, what the fuck is this guy's deal, basically? And they basically go, let's just go. So I guess they were going to go hook up in private. So we're going to hook off in private. But the guy the man who sort of told them to stop, like it's a family event, he needs to get the last word in, and he goes, "Fucking dykes," like that. And Ellie stops, like, Ellie's got a bit of a rage problem. She turns around and she charges at him, and she's about to have some kind of argument or confrontation with him. But out of nowhere, Joel steps into frame and shoves that man so hard that he flies like across the room and then onto the floor. And he's doing it to protect Ellie because he loves Ellie. He's also defending her honor, but also what he's doing is trying to show Ellie that she doesn't need to be pissed off at him. She can still trust him and depend on him as some kind of ally to her, as some kind of father figure. And he does it to, like, I guess kind of bridge this really bad tension they have. He's like, don't worry, I've got your back, Ellie. No matter what happens in this world, I've got your back, even if it's in the middle of the dance hall, in front of everybody, where I've kind of got some kind of job where I'm a little bit in charge, so people, I guess, are looking up to me a little bit in this society. He's got some kind of high-level job where he's sorting out all the building and things. But he steps in, shoves this man. I was like, "Are you okay, Ellie? Are you okay?" And I guess he's hoping for Ellie to say thank you or to realize Joel is on my side no matter what. But she looks at him and says, "What's fucking wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't need your help." And then she walks off. And I know, sorry, Joel just looks just devastated. He looks embarrassed. He looks in pain. He realizes he's misjudged this situation so bad. He's such a good actor, Pedro Pascal. The way he looks at Ellie in this moment, he's in so much pain from that, and it really, really hurt him that he's disappointed in himself that he completely misjudged that situation, and he goes, "Sorry," and then walks off. And I'm just like, wow, what a great little scene. Like, that is the magic of The Last of Us, right? It's this post-apocalyptic show where zombies have like mushrooms for faces, and the mushrooms are becoming clever, and it's got all this great sci-fi element, but at its bones, it's about very, very complicated relationships between people who are in pain. Joel is someone who's in pain, who's lost his daughter and has found this other girl, and now he's treating her like a daughter. Ellie is this girl who's in pain, who's this lesbian in a world where I guess there aren't that many lesbians around, and everybody she's known has basically either died or abandoned her, including everybody she's loved, and she's only got Joel, and now she can't even trust Joel because in the back of her mind, I guess, she thinks Joel's done something. And like in the first season, the best episode was that gay couple, just seeing their life together. like nothing really even to do with zombies. That was one of the best episodes of TV I ever seen. This, like, I loved that scene. It's just drama at its best. It's human drama at its absolute best, and then we have the zombie stuff is coming, and we have these zombie moments that are great and exciting and fun and get your heart pounding. But in the like, when it comes down to it, it's these human connections, these human relationships between people who are in really, really big pain, and you can see that. And Joel's in therapy, and it's just chef's kiss. What I'm clapping my hands. What a great show. Great first episode. I can't wait to watch the second episode, which is coming out today. It's out. I should have watched it already. But yeah, let me know what you thought. You know, did you like the first episode of the second season of The Last of Us? I surely did. Now I'm going to move on to another review of a movie that I saw at the cinema, and the movie was called A Working Man, starring Jason Statham. It's a new Jason Statham film. Let me read the synopsis on IMDb. I hope you don't mind. So, Levin, what a weird name, Cade, left his profession behind to work construction and be a good dad to his daughter. But when a local girl vanishes, his boss's daughter, he's asked to return to the skills that made him a mythic figure in the shadowy world of counterterrorism. Okay, mythic. So what did I think of this film? It is classic Statham. Every year a new Jason Statham film comes out where he's got some new kind of job. You know, he's either like, what is it? He was like an electrician in one job, a beekeeper in last year's film, and this year he works in construction. He's just working man, and it's just just classic, There's that subgenre of action films where men who are slightly middle aged or over, have to go back to their previous life and kill everyone they find. You know, John Wick, Taken, that kind of subgenre. And Jason Statham's trying to do it here, and it's just classic Statham. It's fine. It's obviously nowhere near John Wick. It's nowhere near Taken 1. It's probably closer to like Taken 2 or 3. That kind of vibe. And good world building, really, really fun to just watch this man. What's so satisfying about these films is that it's those moments where you've got the richest of the rich mob bosses being like, who the fuck is killing us all? Who is this person? Like, that's so satisfying to have these like Russian mobsters or Italian mobsters or wherever they're from, and then just have this working man come in, not give a shit at all about who he's up against, and just kill everyone. It's a shame that not much time is spent in the construction job that he's in at the beginning, because you when you see these sort of films, you think, oh cool, great, we're going to get all these great construction job puns throughout the whole film. But he's really just in it for one scene, and he's just barely a scene. It's a very short scene, and then he never is at that construction site again. So that's a shame. I would like more construction puns, please. More work puns. But yeah, I mean, it's just classic Statham. If you like Statham, you'll probably like this film. If you don't like Statham, I very much believe you will not like this film. But Jason Statham doesn't age. He looks young. He looks he looks the same as he's done in his past 50 movies, and sounds the same. I have no idea what his accent even is anymore. Some kind of weird working class British kind of American voice. So yeah, I don't know. Go watch this film. Go and watch this film. Like, it's just fun to watch Jason Statham kill everyone that you can think of. So that's what I thought about A Working Man. Okay, I have one more film to do a review of this episode, and it is of course course, a movie that I saw at the cinema, and this movie is called Death of a Unicorn. I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, Death of a Unicorn. Very simple title. That's why it kind of took me by surprise. I had to double check that. I was like, is that the title, or is that just my synopsis of it? So, a father and daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while en route to a weekend retreat where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties. So this is a new Jenna Ortega film, signed Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd. It's got what's his name? David Pasquale, of course, Richard E. Grant, Tia Leone, and Will Poulter. I'd say Will Poulter sort of steals the film. He's great. So Paul Rudd doesn't age. We all know that. He looks the same as he did in Friends in the 90s. What the hell is he doing? Did he actually drink unicorn blood once? Because I don't understand why he looks so young. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but he looks young. And he's just funny. He's a great actor, right? Richard E. Grant, one of the best actors of all time. I love Richard E. Grant. With Nell and I, eh? Tia Leone, I haven't seen her for years. Jenna Ortega is in everything at the moment. And just Will Poulter. Will Poulter really stole this film. I thought he was really, really funny. Just the line that you'll see in the trailer where they find this dead unicorn and he's like, oh man, I really don't think I should be wearing Speedos, or like he's got swimming trunks on. I really don't think I should be wearing swimming trunks for this moment. And it's like, yeah, just funny. He's a great actor, got great comic timing. And when you're in there with Paul Rudd and you've got the best comic timing of the film, that's something to be said. The CGI is bad. I know this is a very cheaply made film, and that's fine. They've got to work with what they can, but I haven't seen CGI this bad for a while. It's like TV series CGI almost. In fact, some TV series is probably better CGI. But my main problem with this film is its real odd blend of genre. Because it's basically a horrific horror film where unicorns come to avenge the unicorn that they killed. And the unicorns are terrifying. They're fast. They're killing you with their horn. It's basically like a monster movie, right? This big monster movie where unicorns are just hell on earth. They're absolutely terrifying. But then the other part of this film is this sort of father-daughter film where they've got to sort of rekindle their relationship a bit. And that's fine. Like, you can have both of those, but the way that the father-daughter rekindling is sort of presented in this film is more like a Disney. It's more like a Disney film. Like, it's almost like you could expect to see that in like The Parent Trap or something. It's really Disneyfied their relationship. It's like it's like these weird sort of like mushy moments of the father realizing how much he loves his daughter and realizing that he needs to trust his daughter, and the daughter realizing that her dad's not that bad. And it's done in this real kind of Disney way. Disney way is probably the best way to say this. I don't know. I'm running out of like the words to properly explain why this didn't fit in a horror monster movie in the way that it does. Like, fine, have a horror film where the father and daughter end up saving each other and rekindling their relationship, but don't make it this odd kind of fairy tale Disney story. It's like half of it. It's like half of this film could have been a PG, like literally a PG film that you can take sort of young kids to go see, and it's like a family, almost like a family holiday film or something. And then the other half is like this 18 R-rated certificate gore fest horror film with inappropriate jokes and real horror. And it's like, that's odd. Like, why did you rate it that way? It's really strange. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this film. It's a hit and miss for me. But Will Poulter was the best. But yeah, I want to know what you thought about this film. Did you think it was a weird one, a hit and miss, strange blend of genres? Or did you think, no, it was great? I would love to know what you thought. For me, it just missed the mark, I think. But hey, I've never seen a unicorn horror film. Maybe this is just the way unicorn horror films need to be filmed. Anyway, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe subscribe if you want to. Smash that bell button, or whatever they say. And yeah, come back for the next episode. I love every single one of you. Happy Easter. The Pope is dead. I guess we're going to be doing a new Pope soon. We'll be finding a new Pope. And yeah, life is just life, guys. Don't take it too seriously.